Well, who thought it was a good idea to encourage people to use drugs in the middle of the worst drug epidemic in American history that's killing more people than any drug epidemic ever has and is flipping our society upside down? Well, Joe Biden thinks it's a good idea. Biden's DOJ is saying it may soon legalize what it's calling supervised drug consumption sites all over the country, where people are effectively encouraged with federal tax dollars to use narcotics and die. They're going to decide on this in a matter of weeks. Michael Shellenberger is one of the very few reporters in this country who's actually gone out to take a look at what this looks like firsthand, these modern opium dens. He's the author, of course, of San Francisco. He joins us tonight. Michael Shellenberger, thank you so much for coming on. So you've reported on this. What do you think of it?
Well, Tucker, good to be with you. I mean, I think we all saw the Biden family struggling with Hunter Biden's addiction and fighting for Hunter Biden's life for many years. Any of us who have had friends or family suffering from drug addiction, we want to fight to rescue them so they can recover from addiction. What the Biden administration is considering doing is legalizing what are effectively addiction maintenance sites in the middle of all of our major cities, not just San Francisco. They want to spread them across the country. Naturally, they end up getting put in poor black neighborhoods. So you're looking at two different approaches to addiction. One is fighting for our loved ones to recover from addiction, and another is to basically give up and give into addiction, to give into the disease of addiction, which, I mean, every reputable addiction expert says is the absolute wrong approach. We know that you need to make an intervention. These drug sites, Tucker, attract drug dealers, violent drug dealers working for the Sinaloa cartel and drug users around the sites. That's why San Francisco, we got it shut down after just 6 months because it was such a disaster on the street. But the Biden administration is actively considering legalizing these modern opium dens, as one recovering addict refers to them, and making them possibly opened up in cities across the country.
So this is not a new idea. There's no social science to suggest it works. This happened all across Europe 30 years ago, in Zurich most famously, and they were shut down because it destroyed people. So on what basis are they doing this? What's the motive? I don't understand.
I mean, it is really crazy. I mean, you have to remember also there was a very active effort in the United States to shut down cigarette smoking. We actually got rid of smoking areas. We don't allow smoking, and now they're opening up fentanyl and meth smoking areas. It's all victimhood ideology, Tucker. It's the idea that people that are addicted to hard drugs are victims of the capitalist system, and they should just be enabled in their disease to self-medicate. It's a really twisted philosophy, but that's what we're seeing playing out now at the federal level.
But Marlboros are immoral. And at the same time, these same people are telling us that it's, quote, dangerous to use a natural gas stove in your home because of emissions, but they're not concerned about smoking meth? Like, at some point you have to wonder, like, what's really going on here? I'm wondering that. I don't know.
I mean, you know, you have to consider that it's part of a broader movement that thinks that Western civilization is a terrible thing, that we're founded on slavery and genocide. And so maybe when they start to do things that undermine civilization, there's a connection there.
I think you're right over the target on that. You know, don't have proof, but what's the other explanation? Michael Shellenberger, who, again, has done more reporting on this than the New York Times, and so we're always grateful to have you on. Thank you.
Good to be with you, Tucker.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.